Do I own the orange VHS Rugrats movie? I don't know, do I? You're not going to believe this. I do, in fact, own the orange Rugrats movie. Look at that. You didn't think I had that in me, did you? You didn't think I would just pull that out of nowhere? Welcome back to Let's Play Brave Fencer Nighttime Musashi. We're talking about the music industry and Napster. And pooping on desks, but we won't bring that into the Let's Play. That's Twitch only 17 plus material. You got, hey! He's closed right in front of me. You gotta be over on the Twitch for that. Be 17 plus for that conversation. Does anyone remember what we're doing? Because I don't remember. I don't remember at all. I remember... Oh, don't we have to go... we have to go back to the canyon, right? Because I started going down that way, and then we ran out of time. I think that's what it was. I don't know, we're just vibing, I guess. How's the audio? Is it good? It looks... I'm knocking at someone's door. It looks alright, we'll see when we start fighting stuff. Let me know if it's too loud. I gotta find the canyon. So yeah, we had a pretty awesome week this week. We finally got the final snowboard record. So UTB beat 3 of my snowboard records in January. So starting in January, we started on a little quest to get all my snowboard records back. We got the 3 records back, and then I decided, you know, what if I try to improve every snowboard record that I have, like all of them? Now that I got my 3 back, what about all the others? Could we improve them? So we started on a little quest to improve every single record. Stick it to the IRS. And we skipped beginner... This looks a little loud. We skipped beginner any percent and beginner time trial because they were too good. Those were the ones that I grinded for like 30 plus hours last year. So we skipped those, and we... Oh yeah, that's right. I got to shrink the... I remember. And I have shrink too, but I just got to get there. We skipped those 2, and we did all the other ones. We did expert, any percent, expert, cool percent, expert, time trial, crazy, any percent, crazy, cool, crazy, time trial. Which, crazy time trial is insane if you haven't seen it. And then I decided I'd give beginner time trial and beginner any percent one more chance. So we did beginner time trial last week and finally got an improvement. And then this week we tackled beginner any percent, the most competitive category, and we finally got not 1, not 2, but 3 improvements, all the way down to 59-1 something, 182 or something. And that run is absolutely insane. Truly a crazy run. It's like 0.8 or something ahead, or 0.6 ahead of everyone else, even though it's the most competitive category. So it's pretty wild. So I think we're done with snowboard now. for now. I'm not sure what we're going to do next week. I might just focus on all these other smaller projects we got going on for the time being, because I have some plans for March. Some big plans for March. So I don't want to get too invested in anything, but we'll see. We shall see. Big plans for Marsh. I'm gonna ask him to be my best friend. I hope he says yes. Ow. Don't tell him. Duh. It was cool to see the hype for the first couple episodes of this. Like I said, it's one of the most asked for games over the years. It was cool to see a lot of people say, like, they were excited I'm finally playing it. And a lot of people saying they grew up with this game. I think the coolest thing for me is that this is just another game within that little time period where Square was, like, kings. I was going to say the golden era of Squaresoft, but I think the golden era of Squaresoft is probably like 95, 96, like Final Fantasy VI, Chrono Trigger era. But you know, we could call that the Platinum era, and call Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9 the Gold era. But either way, yeah, it's cool to play a game from from that era that I never played before. I mean, this era was my childhood. Games that looked like this. Yo, thank you, Ripwalk. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I think it's safe to say, I mean, what else came out? What else came out at that time? I'm on a boat. Let's see. So if we're calling the Golden Age, like 94, 95, maybe extend into 96. I mean, 94 alone. 94, 95, you have Breath of Fire, Final Fantasy 1, 2, because I think they made like a... What is this, actually? I don't even know what this is. Oh, it was a Japanese only. I didn't know about this. Did you guys know there's a Japanese only release of Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on the family computer? AKA the Famicom. They made, like, on one Famicom cart, they put Final Fantasy 1 and 2. And it even had minor graphical updates. didn't even know about this. It's kind of cool. So anyways, they did a re-release of Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on the Famicom. Final Fantasy 6, Live Alive, Front Mission, Chrono Trigger, Trials of Mana, Secret of Evermore, Romancing Saga 3. That was their 94-95. And then if we extend into 96, we get a couple random games like Dynamite Tracer, Kowai Balance, Radical Dreamers, Bahamut Lagoon, Treasure Conflicts, Front Mission Series, Gun Hazard, Treasure of the Rodrus, Treasure Hunter G, and Tobal Number 1. But we also get Super Mario RPG. So that's why I say maybe extend it into 96. But yeah. 94, 95, 96, I think, is probably the golden era. You could maybe extend back to 93 if you want to include Secret of Mana, but... And then, like, the second golden era, or the silver era, has to be 97. 97 is insane. 97, 98 is crazy. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's an argument to be made. 97, 98 is Final Fantasy VII, Bushido Blade, some of the PS1 re-releases of Final Fantasies, like Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy Tactics, Saga Frontier, Einhander, Chocobo's Mysterious Dungeon, Xenogears, Bushido Blade 2, Parasite Eve, oh my god. Brave Fencer Musashi, Airgeist. I mean, 97, 98 has Final Fantasy VII, Parasite Eve, and Xenogears. And some of the PS1 releases of like Final Fantasy 4 and 5. I don't know, man. That makes an argument. Not gonna lie. kind of hard to even compare. At that point, it really just matters which one you grew up with is what you're probably going to call the golden age. I mean, I think the first golden age was them hitting their stride in terms of like video game design. But the second golden age was them hitting their stride in terms of output.
Shoot, if only I...
Because if you look at they released like 20 games in those 2 years. It's crazy. I mean, they were more publishing than developing around that time. They really hit their stride as a publisher in those years. So it was just game after game after game. They had really mastered the PS1 architecture and they were just popping off. So, as a publisher, I think they peaked in 97, 98, but as a developer, I think they peaked in 95, 96. I think that's probably a fair way to put it. Yeah, we all like to point to the Enix merger as being like the beginning of the end, but honestly, I don't think they'd be around without the merger. It was just kind of a unfortunate side effect of the industry that kind of had to happen, but I mean, it still sucks that it had to happen.
If only I...
It peaked with Spirits Within. Wait, I just realized. I just realized I don't have my ability anymore. Do I have to do this in one shot? Do I have to do this in one shot to minimize the boulder?
Man, I was almost done.
No, you weren't. You were not almost done. I have a feeling I might be doing this wrong because it feels a bit too mean to make us do this in one try. Excuse me. I keep coughing. At least I'm going to be rich by the end of this. So I can't jump on that, right? Unless I can, like, get this ghost dude to come fight me up here. Because there's a ghost, like, right here, but... Surely we're supposed to minimize this, right? Only makes sense. How's it going, Metro? Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if there was like a ladder I could knock down. That would make sense. So you don't have to play the minigame over and over. But perhaps they wanted you to master the minigame. Or maybe there is a way and I'm just missing it. I kind of wonder why this is here, but... This looks like... should be something, but... Dude, it's bad. The wife was sick, and then I was sick, and then the wife was sick, and then I was sick, and then we started taking the baby to daycare. So now everybody's sick. Like, we haven't had a day where there was no one in the house sick for like 6 months. It blows. Big blows. There was some kind of like cough going around that everyone I know got that just lasted for like a month. For everyone I know that got it. Pretty much everyone that I hang out with in my life was like sick for a whole month within the last 4 months. It's not even like a really bad sick, but it's just this like cough that doesn't go away. Great, now I'm gonna die to HP damage. No! But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I just Now I'm all like stuffy. I don't even know if that's sickness or just Ohio being Ohio, but... Uh-huh. Whack. I wish it was the case that the more you got sick, the stronger your immune system got, but I'm starting to think that's a tall tale. I think the more you get sick, the more your immune system gets weaker, and then you just get sick more. That's been my experience. Yeah, it's all a scam by Big Germ. Trying to sell more Dayquil. That's a scam perpetuated by Osmosis Jones. Where am I going? Aren't I supposed to go this way? Have I lost it? Oh, that's right, this thing. I remember Osmosis Jones. The old Bomberman games were so good. Bomberman Hero is still one of my favorite games of all time. And one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. All right, focus. Lock in. All right, this better work or I'm going to be real upset. I'm going to laugh when this doesn't work. Ha! Told you I'd laugh. Well, what the heck you... The heck am I supposed to do then? Hmm. Hmm. Well. Maybe someone in town can help. That's the way the playthrough ends. We made it 5 episodes. Come on, shrink made a lot of sense, though. Especially since there's a ghost right there. So it makes perfect sense you'd get the ghost and go all the way around. What is that? Oh, isn't that one of the guys that gives you, max health? Get back here. Great, I'm tired. I can't run because I'm tired. I can't catch him. No. I can't rest because then it'll disappear. No, there's no shot. He went right through me. Got him. Take that. Video gaming. Bonk. But I'm lit tired. Wonder who would help me. 6 p.m. Maybe someone at the restaurant? I think someone asked me last week. I feel like with games...
Welcome. Make yourself at home.
With games of this era, I don't feel like remasters are really a great idea. I think part of their charm is the way they look. I think something like the Steam version of Final Fantasy VII is like the perfect kind of thing where they just touch up the graphics and take out the loads and kind of just streamline it, but keep it at its core. Like a PS4 port of this game, not like the PS4 classics where they just straight port, but a PS4 port of this game where they touched up the graphics. I say PS4, but PS4, PS5. Where they touch up the graphics, maybe give it boosters. I'm not a big fan of boosters, but maybe give it boosters and cheats. Give it trophy support. Take out the loads. Maybe add some deleted content. That would be like the pinnacle. That would be like perfect. I think anything more than that, and you're kind of taking away what makes it special. And really the only people that are going to play it are like people that grew up with it and be like, it'll probably just make you want to play the original more. You know? There's just something about this era where like, I don't know. You don't want to do too much. Unless you just make a complete remake. You know. If you make a complete from the ground up remake, then that's something else, but I think I just missed. I was going to use your name.
Hi, baby. I
Calm
missed
down.
you. Let me show you how much.
Calm down. Go home. The food's awful. Wow, you guys are not helpful in the slightest. Also, I am rich.
Welcome.
Welcome. I'm going to invest in some cheese. It gets better the longer you have it. So I'm going to invest now. Investing in cheese stocks. I've rafted so many times now that I'm just rich from rafting. Don't I have a... I do have some stuff to appraise. Trying to think of what else could move this boulder. Why am I losing BP? Stop stepping on me.
Yeah. What do you...
Comic. Penknife. Piece of legendary armor. Ah, okay, here we go. Wonder what walls we're talking about here. There you are, Musashi. Hey, Mayor. I think something's wrong with the village. Steamwood is broken down. That administrator. Steamwood administrator has nothing to do with me, pal. Don't be ridiculous. This village, no, all of All-You-Can-Eat Kingdom depends on Steamwood. If this continues, Steamwood and the entire village will blow up. Pretty severe. Therefore, would you please go and see what's wrong? Please have a talk with the administrator. His office is on top of the cliff near the gondola. 4s, the administrator is so indolent. He won't listen to anyone. So I'd like you to use that sword to scare him a bit. Please save Steamwood. Take care and good luck, Musashi. We're counting on you. Me? Gondola. Would you? I'm stuck. I'm literally stuck. What's that? I didn't want to go this way. I almost got soft locked. Let's go in Giratina. Okay, so would it be... This is the gondola. So where's his house? I guess maybe over here. How am I tired? I'm not even tired. Is it because of my BP? Well, let me just go beat something up and I'll feel fine. Don't I get BP from whacking stuff? No. Also, all my stuff is like max level. Old bread. I don't get BP from whacking stuff, but sometimes they drop BP, right? Yeah. Alright, so what's this wall I can climb? Is it over here? Bully points. Can't climb this. What's this wall I can climb then? Maybe... I mean, they didn't say mountain. They said, like, hill. Duh. Make sure I'm not missing something back here. So they said it's by the gondola. I feel like that'd be way too far away from the gondola. Aha. Help, Steamwood's gone berserk. Ah, it's going to explode in 24 hours. Why are you running around then? Aren't you the administrator? Yeah, but I didn't ask for this job. I thought that all I had to do was sit around all day drinking coffee. Hey, are you good at climbing trees? You don't look like the athletic type. Ha, of course I'm good at climbing trees. Then it's settled. You go to Steamwood Forest and fix the problem. Hey, pal, isn't that your job? Ouch. Oh, my back. I think I put it out. Okay, so what do I have to do? Here you go. This is Steamwood's manual. Looks like a pain in the rear to read. Everything you need to know is in that manual. Hurry, you only have 24 hours left. You must go to the top of the cliff that's located in Steamwood Forest. Oh god, that timer's going real fast. That's not how seconds work. Those were some fast seconds. Oh, it says until Steamwood explodes. Okay. So I'm guessing it's this wall over here. Aged coin. How's it going, UTB?
This must be Steamwood. How do I open it? What am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, I forgot about that manual. Let's see.
How to fix the steam leak. Turn off the valves in numerical order. Stand in front of the valve and press the square button to start. Pressure gauge will rise. When it reaches the OK zone, press the X button to stop the gauge. If successful, the valve's gauge will rise. If not, it will decrease. Repeat until the valve gauge is full. Turn off the next valve before the valve timer reaches 0. If the valve timer reaches 0, the previous valves will reopen and you will have to start from the beginning. Now do a test run on this door. And the music just keeps getting better and better. How's it going, Irish? You know what sucks? I'm on a timer, and like, eventually I'm gonna get tired and I'm gonna have to rest. Promotion. Okay, that's 3. Ow. Why am I stuck? Okay. There's 1.
Here goes nothing. Yes.
Oh god. This is kind of wild. Bro, how do you... Is there no way to turn those off? Is there another elevator? Oh no, 2 is just right here.
Here goes nothing. Yes.
Yes. I thought maybe it'd be a bit of a maze to like find the next one, but... Okay, but how do I... Okay, but like... Okay, but like... Okay, but like... How... get past the steam. I'm missing something?
Oh,
No. Hmm. Trying to think, is there like something I forgot about from last week? Like, can you crawl or something? I mean, it seems kind of crazy that I have to go get an ability, but maybe I do. Maybe I gotta go get the bounce ability. Just seems wild I'd have to go get an ability when I'm on the clock, but this game kind of doesn't mess around, so. Also, this ability is like really far away. Like really far away. Wasn't this guy, right? Or was it? Yeah. Yeah, but you can't... I can't do the thing while doing that. So that can't be it. I feel like I'm overthinking this. What else could it be, though? Would you cut it out? There's really not another ability that would work. Well, what the heck? Well, at least I won't fall asleep now. I gotta be overthinking it, right? What if the numerical order isn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? What if I have to go do like 4 next?
Here go.
What if numbers? What if the numbers, Mason?
Yeah.
Do you really just jump around it? I think you just jump around it. Where's my elevator? Wow.
Here.
I mean, like, there's a big invisible wall where the steam is, so I thought,
Yes.
you know, you're probably not supposed to... There's probably more to it, but apparently you just jump around it. Oh, this elevator's gonna cook me. Oh no. Where's number 4? Why are these out of order? Oh god, this one's really fast.
Yes.
Yes.
Here go.
Why does this one have a short timer?
Yes.
Oh no, I'm getting tired. Now's not the time. Now's really not the time.
Here go. Yes.
Oh no, there's more. Oh no, there's more. Oh no, there's more. Sleep on the platform while we wait for it to go up. Well, we died anyways. What? How did... That timer is so fast. No. Surprised there's actually a whole thing for this. Duh.
Maybe I went a bit too far.
Oh, that's cool. We got to go from the save data, though, because the memory box is from like a million years ago.